computer. Fingers crossed I will be able to. Okay, it's recording. Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming and joining. I am really excited about hosting this class. This is really a first class on this topic for me. And when I was looking at the materials, I really liked it because we will go through the myths, how often network marketing is perceived and what are the advantages. And I think the advantages are absolutely amazing. For me personally, I jumped in on the opportunity because before I committed to this opportunity, I actually did my research. My enroller is Marta, and I asked a lot of questions. And when I studied it and I saw how the compensation is designed and also how the network marketing works, I was amazed because it's you basically in one short sentence, when others succeed, you succeed. And it's the opposite to the corporate world where I used to work, where when others succeed, most people feel threatened by others' success. So this is really amazing. And we succeed by building other people up. And when they succeed, we succeed. And we succeed financially, we succeed emotionally, we build relationships. And it's really, it's a beautiful it's a beautiful industry, but oftentimes the pitfalls are, and we will go into this, people overpromise, people don't tell the truth, and people are salesy. This is why our industry gets a bad rap. So let me just start. My name is Magdalena. I've been with Young Living over 3 years now. I have on my team over 100 people, and one of them is here, Alexandra. Hello, Alexandra. My enroller is here too, Marta. I've been very grateful. I've had obviously ups and downs like everybody else, but I'm sticking with it because I see it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. And I love this business, absolutely love it. And like I said, for me, it's all about integrity and connecting with people and not so much selling, but educating. And that's why I think I've been fairly successful, because I look forward to connecting with people. It's not about sales, it's about education and empowering people. Once you empower people, people come back with questions. Once you give them empowering answers, people come back again, because they understand they are not selling them. You are trying to help them and educate them. And that's the key. So let's just start with Network Marketing 101. I will be reading and I will be speaking from my own experience. So most of us, and at least my husband, and I think a lot of our husbands here on this call, wake up and go to work, and that's how they make money. They trade their time for money, and that's the typical business. What if you could build long-term wealth for your family without the typical 9-to-5 job, and build up an income stream every single month in a business that you can pass down to your family? If that interests you, this is exactly the class for you. And obviously all of us here are members, so this is nothing new. We just wanted to learn more. So what's linear income? Linear income is the typical income. We go to work, we get paid by hour, and we can only make so much money, or unless we get a salary increase. So, and we hit a ceiling. We know how much we can make. It depends on the inflation. And like I said, over time, how many hours we work. So that's typical, that's the definition of a linear income. It's basically trading time for money. And if you subtract weekends and holidays, they are about 200 work days a year. So if your daily income is $160, and this is just numbers game, just to show, then if you multiply it by 250 work days, you will be making around $40,000 a year. You can get a second job over time, depending on the career, but there's a ceiling. Here are the problems. We have life happens. So we get sick, injury happens, death, layoffs. We don't have control over that. When we don't work, we don't make money. And when we are sick, we don't show up at work, we don't make money. And obviously this is more talking about self-employment or corporate jobs. And there are other kinds of jobs that we are going to discuss. But the point is, unless you are physically at work, you do not make any income. For example, what the spouses passes away, obviously, I think most of us are prepared for the worst. Unfortunately, that's just what can happen. That's why we have life insurance. But when it comes to regular income from work, that disappears with regular job, unless we work the income disappears. So if the person passes away, the income is gone, whatever savings we had, and then it's life insurance. But when it comes to income, regular active income, it's gone. Residual income is it's the base of multiple level marketing. What is residual income? Residual income is when you do an action one time and get paid on time and get paid on it time and time again. And you also get paid from other people's efforts. And we will get into it into detail. So I repeat again, you put an effort and you get paid again and again and again. And I'm going to give you an example of professions, like, oh, not professions, of kind of careers or jobs, like what could be the residual income, examples of residual income besides multi-level marketing. Could be rental properties. Obviously, you could be a landlord. Every month someone pays as a tenant, you get residual income because you have invested in that property once. You can write a book, you get royalties. It's whenever people buy, you get a chunk of money for that book that you wrote only once. You could also invest in stock market. So you always get the, if the stock market is up, you always get the dividends or any kind of return, you always get it, you invested once. And that's assuming that the market is up, obviously. You can also get paid from the effort of other people, and that means you can receive commission from a sales team under you. That's exactly what we do in multi-level marketing. And you could also build a network marketing business. So I'm sorry, so the commission from a sales is different than network marketing. So if let's say if I were to sell cars, I would be have other people, we manager, then I would be getting paid for that. With a network marketing business is a little bit different, and I'm going to show you why. So for example, residual income is when you do an action, again, is when you do an action one time and get paid on it again and again. I'm repeating myself. So think about 5-year plan. Where do you want to be in 5 years? What would you like your family's income to be? Most positions offer 3% annual increase. That means if you are getting 3% every year, you are going to increase your income by 15% in 5 years. That's it. That's the ceiling. Does that sound good to you, or do you want to more than that? Would you be interested in an opportunity that has no cap? For example, if you were making 40,000 a year but wanted to make 100,000 a year, and we're on track to get 3% raise every year, you know that would be that would take you forever. It would exactly take you 31 years based on the increase rate, and based on your current salary of 40,000, it would take you 31 years to meet the 100,000 salary. So that's forever. However, there are different ways of creating the residual income. Like I said, it's the real estate, it's the stock market or book. Or, like most of us here, you could build a network marketing business. This is when you sell a product for a company and generate income from the efforts of others who are doing the same thing under your team, under your leadership. One of the most amazing things about network marketing is that it requires very little upfront investment, which is a huge draw. So I would like to stop right there. It's the most amazing thing, but it's also the part that causes a lot of people to leave. The reason why is because we only require to put, I don't know, invest $165, that's the kit. A lot of people don't respect that investment. They don't treat it. A lot of people don't treat it seriously because it is only $165, and they don't treat it as business. They expect if they had to put up thousands of dollars, get loans, they would be much more serious about it, and they would be oftentimes, not always, but the outlook is very different. If it's only $165, it's easy to walk away. And that is the problem. Many people expect immediate results. They get burned out very fast. And they are like, what's the big deal? It's only $165. So this is the upside, but it's also a downside. The entry fee is so low that this is not then perceived as serious business opportunity. Common myths. So common myths, and we are going to talk about it in detail. It's a pyramid scheme. I don't have a lot of friends. I am not an extrovert. I don't know how to sell anything. I don't have time to build a network marketing business. I don't have a special degree, so people won't trust me. I will have to learn everything about the products before I can start sharing. It's a get rich quick scheme. So let's just debunk the myths. It's a pyramid scheme. There is a great video on YouTube, and it's really, when you, I will find the link, but when you listen to it, it's funny. It's like the whole world is a pyramid scheme. I mean, when you go to a grocery store, there's a manager, there's a corporation, there are clerks, everywhere it's pyramid. So the scheme means it's illegal. Multi-level marketing is not an illegal entity. A pyramid scheme means, if it's a true pyramid scheme, which is illegal, it would mean that you invest money upfront to be in. And then basically the money is used to recruit other people without any actual sale of products. It's like we are getting the kit, and as if you were getting the kit, and then we would never be purchasing the product. So this is one of the reasons why we are required to spend $100, so we can, based on our experience and investment of that $100 every month, say, buy this, buy that, because we have to spend money in. We are not getting paid only from people who are buying the kits. We need to put money in, be invested in it, in order to not to call it a pyramid scheme. So multi-level marketing is not a pyramid scheme. A network marketing company is multi-level marketing system for distributing products to consumers. You typically get your business started by ordering a box of products to use personally. That's exactly what all of us here did. Build personal testimonies and then share them with your friends. This is legal and very effective. Myth 2. I cannot be successful because I don't have a ton of friends. The beauty of MLM is not so much about how many friends we have. It's about how we share, how we share the product, and how many people that we know have friends, know people. So if you have one person who is very social or who has a lot of friends, all you need to know is that one person, and that one person, hopefully, if it's happy, she's happy, he or she's happy with the products, will talk to her friends. And you need to have one or two friends. There are so many ways I know people who are introverts who are doing really well in this business. So it's really not about the friends. It's how you are willing to get out of your comfort zone and how you are willing to share the product. And the more you share, the more you meet people who are social, who have more friends. So it's the belief that I can't be successful because I have a ton of friends. It's not true. Another commonly said phrase is, I don't want to sell to my friends. You may think that selling is a bad thing, but you actually sell to your friends all the time. We sell when we say, I love the restaurant, or I got the pants at this and this store. I love the cranberries from Trader Joe's, and I make a post. I love Costco. We are selling all the time. We just don't get compensated for it. And it's actually, we are helping. Now, myth number 3. I can't be successful because I am not an extrovert. I am not an extrovert. I am introvert. I can talk about many things, but internally I am introvert. I am a very private person. And the beauty of this business nowadays is that if people make you tired and you don't have the time to socialize, or you don't like to socialize, there's social media, there's emails. There are so many ways to do this business without actually having to meet the people. Zoom, you can do it for 1 hour. I'm doing it right now. You don't have to get out of the house. You don't have to really socialize. There are so many ways if you prefer to stay within your comfort zone. This way, because you have to get out of the comfort zone in order to grow in this business. Being successful at this business isn't about being outgoing. There are a lot of ways to share. Do you feel comfortable talking to your friends? How about asking them how they are doing and helping them in times of need? You will be great at this. If you care about others and like to help the ones you love, you can be very successful. Now, myth number 4. I can't be successful because I don't know how to sell anything. Building a network marketing business is all about building relationships. And that's what I said. I don't sell, I educate, I connect with people, and then they ask me. I post, I share my experience, and people come to me and ask me. And sometimes I volunteer the information, but I educate them. I don't ask them, do you want to buy? I phrase the question, have you ever tried, what methods have you tried to support your body? I don't just approach and say, this is for you, this is the best. No, I try, I educate, I ask questions. So it's not really, it's not selling, it's educate, it's more educating. Now, myth number 5, I don't have time to build a network marketing business. I can tell you, I am a mom of 2 girls. I do it whenever I can. I've committed right now to host 2 classes a week, but that's 2 hours. I do it whenever I can, 15 minutes here, 1 hour there, 1 hour there. It's not a full-time job for me. It's not a part-time. I just do it. The way I look at it, it's a lifestyle, and I'm sharing my lifestyle. Like I said, I don't have set schedule. I try to do it to be more consistent, but I know for me right now at the moment in my life with 2 kids, I just have to do it when it works for me, because otherwise I won't be able to do it. So this is what attracted me the most, the freedom. I do it when it works for me, and it works because I am growing every month and I've done pretty well. So I know this works for me, and I have to do it on my own schedule. I have 2 leaders that work with me, and they do it on their own. Like Alexandra here and Veronica, they just do whatever works for them. I never put the pressure, I never put the schedule, because it's not my business. It's not my time. And they do what works for them, and it works for them because they are doing very well too. So that's the beauty. You do it when it works for you. Myth 7, I will have to learn everything about the products before I can start sharing. In reality, all you need are a few personal experiences you can share. Trust us, if you are a walking encyclopedia, no one will think they can do it, and no one will jump on the opportunity because they will be intimidated. This is one of the reasons why we have to spend $100. Every month, you should always, in order to get paid. If you don't want to get paid, you only spend $50. If you only spend, if you add to your $50 order or $100 new product every month, you are learning. You are expanding your products to educate about, because you will be using them. So when you start, you just start with the lavender that helped you sleep, that supported your sleep, or frankincense that supported your skin, or digest that supported your digestive system. You go from there. It's like, it takes time. And also, you have to do it what works for you. It's your experience and it's your business. No one can tell you what to do. No one can tell you how much money to spend, how fast to go. That's the beauty. You decide if you want to take it slow or fast. And sometimes it just happens naturally, because people see you sharing and they see how happy you are, and people just come to you. So the beauty is, you do it on your terms, you do it how it works for you and when it works for you. Myth number 8, it's a get rich quick scheme. Well, it's not. Building this business to the point where you could replace your income takes time. It could take 1, 2, 3, maybe more years. But you can easily start this business with 30, 60 minutes a day while you continue to work your day job. In your first month, you could easily pay for your groceries or your gas. How far you take it is up to you. Like I said, time and time again, most people leave this business because they expect to make $1,000 or hundreds of dollars passive income, not regular income, not linear income, passive income the next month. It takes time. It takes time to build confidence. It takes time to learn, to know what you're talking about when it comes to experience with the product. It takes time to understand the compensation. It takes time to know how to structure your business. But the beauty of this business is that you are never alone. You have a lot of people you can ask questions. I always reach out to Dorota, to Marzenka, to Marta, to Tammy, to our leaders. You are never alone with this. And I know I am in this for longer time. I love the product. I love the business. I love the community aspect. And I know it's going to take time. I am happy for now. I make more than I spend, which is a beautiful feeling. And I'm just grateful, and I grow every single day. So it's not only the money, it's not only the product. My but my personal growth is immeasurable. I am just like, that's the best part. I have had to face my fears. I had to face and correct my unrealistic expectations. The growth I have seen it's just the part that I'm most grateful for. What are the benefits? The benefits to building a network marketing is willable income. What that means is, one day if I die and let's say I'm 150 years old, exaggerating obviously, I will be able to will this business to my daughters. They can continue doing, as long as they placing $100 orders and Young Living is still in existence, they will be able to continue taking my salary even though they didn't start the business. So all it's going to be required is $100, logistically and financially speaking. Flexible schedule, and you can work from anywhere. That's what I said. That's the best part. I work when I can, how I can, and no one can tell me what to do, how to do it, how fast, how slow. That's the beauty of this business. A true financial freedom. If you do it right, if you are patient and work hard, passive income means passive income. You can go away for a month, check your emails, reach out once in a while. You're getting money for the orders people are placing. You don't have to. I've heard so many stories of people who lost parents and they just were mentally not able to work. And that's when they really appreciate the business the most, because the check kept coming regardless, because they put so many years of work. Whereas in corporate world, you put work in and then the CEO changes or the manager changes and they make changes because they want to bring their own people. Regardless how good you were, look at the Michael Bauch, like Buch, whatever how you spell his name. There were some structural changes in Young Living right now as a corporation, not as business builders. And obviously he had a choice to not to stay, because I believe the emerging marketing and research development departments, he left. 5 years he left. So he left. The income from Young Living is gone. I don't know the details. I'm just saying, with this, you make the decision. You decide if you stay or not, and you are the boss. No one is gonna fire unless you do something illegal. No, the changes aren't gonna affect you. What happens in research development and marketing directly isn't gonna affect my job. It doesn't matter to me. It's how I do business matters to me. No better time than now. There is no better time than now. Like right now, especially after this whole situation with the living basically online, it's people are more accepting our job. People are more accepting that we meet online, that we do Zoom calls, and the perception has changed. People who are doing business online now are smart. They used to be like people didn't care. Now they know, wow, they are doing this, because they know it takes a lot of guts and getting out of comfort zone to put yourself out there and make mistakes and online and be recorded like I'm being recorded right now. It takes a lot of guts. People will judge, people will say things. So it's a lot of personal growth involved, but that's unfortunately where the world is headed, online and just doing your own thing. A lot of businesses boomed during current situation because of they were able to work from home. Like I know a lot of leaders in Young Living absolutely boomed because people were stuck at home. We had all the tools to work from home. So this is a beautiful time to start. Job security, forget about job security. There's no such a thing as job security. There isn't. It's just you do your best, then the management comes in and things changed and companies merge, people relocate, taxes change, companies want to change the taxes situation, they move to another state. There is no job security. That we know by now, we know that. Relationships. The best part is the relationships I have built because of Young Living are the most precious part of the business. The personal growth and relationships are the most, what I cherish, the friendship, also the same mindset. People who buy Young Living products are very often have like-minded mindset, not always, but like-minded mindset. And that helps because this situation is very stressful. People think differently. People have opinions about so many other things. Whereas in this community, we're most of the time on the same page with wellness, with how we live our life nowadays. So it's been very helpful, tremendously helpful to have this support. Rewarding life. I mean, for me, being able to show my girls that I can work and I can do it from home and on my own schedule, and they use the products and they have the choice in the future, if they choose down the road to do that too, has been super joyful, and I'm just very grateful. So it can give you rewarding ride. The only expectation I would say is, it's not, in just to remind, it's not a sprint, it's marathon. It is marathon. Don't expect millions of dollars, tens of thousands of dollars, or thousands of dollars right away. It's just not gonna happen. Unless you're a unicorn who is amazing and just, you're gonna work 24/7 for a few years, then yes, everything is possible, but that's not the case with me. What else? We are almost done. So say yes. A startup cost, it's obviously, so the regular typical startup cost, even if you want to start your business, apartment complex around $3 million, swim school, $2 million, restaurant between 300, 1 million, small business, coffee shop between $80,000 and $250,000. Clothing boutique between $50,000 and $150,000, MLM boutique between $5,000 and $10,000, and Young Living is what, $165, maybe Basic Kit $35. I mean, it's minimum amount for what you can get, but like I said, again, because of that, the perception is different. People think like, what's the big deal? It's not a business if it's that low. So that's the want to share the class, you know, we can talk about it, but I will be also hosting this class on Noble Time if people are interested, just to open their mind, because a lot of people are interested about business, but they are also uncomfortable and they don't want the MLM, because oftentimes people are basically stalked by other people and they don't want to have anything to do with MLM. So that has been the biggest challenge. Do you guys have any questions? Because I'm like going fast, and I wonder if you have any questions, any of you, about the income or about the structure.
I don't have question, but I can also kind of testify, because sure. I started the business a year ago. I've been in Young Living 2 years. And it's what I like about it so far. It's actually because it's your own business, so you are doing your own way, even if you are, of course, learning from others. So the team here around us is just amazing, because each time I have a question, you answer, or Marta or Marjana or Dorota. So it's really nice also to have this community, and to be home. I have 3 girls, 2 still at home, and it's really nice to do it in my own piece. Actually, it's I used to work in a store. I used to have a store, and I can tell it's really different. I'm just more peaceful, and if I want to work one day for 2 or 3 hours about Young Living and know more about the products, I can do that. But it's one day I can just do half an hour, I can do that. So it's really nice for that.
Yeah, and I appreciate, because I know you, because usually this business attracts a lot of times self-employed people and people who are self-employed. And I've been in corporate, and I've also, when I first moved to US, I work as nanny, as babysitter, and I was going to school. I've always been attracted to that freedom. And I think for people who had were self-employed like you appreciate what you see, because you know how much investment it took to have opened the store, how much responsibility is to hire people, and how much you are really tied to that place when you have a typical business. My husband is self-employed, and I see how different it is. It's a lot of responsibility, it's a lot of headache, and when you don't go to work, you don't make money. So
yeah, for sure. Yeah, if you one day I have a headache, that first I'm taking M-Green, and second I can stay home and try to do some things. So,
and you know, we are responding to yourself. I am never gonna call you and say, Alexandra, get you on your back, get going, because like, come on, how does your month look like? It's none of my business. Yeah. It's not.
I really thank you for that, because I don't feel I don't feel any pressure from you. So
yeah, no, thank you, because I think I am the same way. If someone told me you've got to go, I would be like, No, I can't. It's personality, but it's also, it's really nobody's business. Like no one can tell me if they want to make money, they need to work more. No one, that's it. I also wanted to clarify that because sometimes people feel, oh, MLM is like you just find people and they make the money for you and you just sit on the beach and you do nothing. No, it's, if Alexandra chooses to work and she does amazing, good for her. Obviously I benefit, but I am never going to make her, and I cannot make her work. It's her choice. That's why you need to attract people who are self-motivated, who do it for the right reasons, because money doesn't grow on trees and it's none of my business. I can check, could you please check the orders if they are processing or not, just to help the customer. But that's where my responsibility ends. Like it's her, it's Alexandra's business, it's Veronica's business. That's it. So Marta, I don't know if you want to say something. Marta? I don't know, Marta?
Yeah,
Okay,
but
because you're
the
frozen.
beach part, we can, yeah.
You know what you're
Can you
doing?
hear
You,
me?
can you move because your connection is so bad? It's
Yeah,
like,
the sound is very weird.
Yeah, I was talking, I was thinking about the beach part when you mentioned that.
we are losing you, Marta. There's no connection. It's quiet now.
Can you guys hear me better now?
A little bit better. Okay, now we cannot hear you. Now we are now unmuted. Yeah, muted right now. Or maybe she can hear us. So maybe she will try popping in again. She's probably gonna change the room where she's at. So my point is, what I love, this is what I love about Veronica. It's she works full time. She has 2 kids, and she had to do a lot of you know, like distance learning and stuff like that. And I just knew she was doing the best she can, and she did amazing. She did amazing, and it's all organic. And the best part about this is, like, we do business when we go with our kids hiking, when we meet another moms, because it's a lifestyle. It's not really a business. When I sell, get the grapefruit juice, it's more, you know, what did you do for your hair? What did you do when you're not feeling well? It's a lifestyle. Once you have that in mind, that is a lifestyle. It's not business per se that you need to sell. It changes everything, because then you're not working. You're just sharing your lifestyle. So I don't know, let me see, because I just want to see what Marta wrote on the chat. I think she was trying to say something. Okay, Marta cannot connect, so that's okay. So anyways, Paula, Anya, do you guys have any questions? Or Yola? Do you guys have any questions?
I do not have any questions at this time. It was very clear and interesting, and I appreciate the opportunity to be in this class.
Oh, good. I'm glad, because, you know, it's always good to be exposed and to hear from us. And I appreciate that Alexandra was able to give her side of the story too, because, you know, I am obviously in charge right now. So Anya or Yolanta, do you guys deal at
No questions on my side. The only thing I can add is definitely I agree that I don't think of it as a business, because I started doing it just because people started asking me what am I doing, and then it was just sharing. So I just keep on sharing. That's all I do.
And that's what I mean. And that's when the fear, the stigma disappears, when you are sharing. And this is why we need to spend $100. We have to continually try new products and see what works for us, what doesn't. So we are invested too. That's why when sometimes people say, oh, how come I have to spend $100 in order to get paid? How are you going to share what you are using if you used it 12 months ago, if you made the last purchase 30 months ago or 40 months ago? That's impossible. That's trying to make money from someone, not really be a person who's benefiting from the product and experiencing the product. So
but if I can also add, 100 is not a lot when you think about it, because if you switch all those products you used to use before, then 100 is not a lot. Just supplements or anything else like cleaning products, it adds up very quickly.
And I also agree, because when it comes to time, it's delivered to your house. When you're on Essential Rewards, you are getting points back and 25% back, which you can redeem on products. And it's all relative. If you start seeing the value, and you see how the products work, how concentrated they are, and how clean they are, there's no price for it. There really isn't. And that's why our hardest part of this job is educating people to say, listen, I'm not here to rip you off or to sell you something you're not going to need. but this is like, financially speaking, this is as good as it gets. You can do well, you can support your family's wellness, and you can also support your wallet. I mean, you can, because people say, oh, the products are expensive. They are at first. Number one, when you don't know how to use them and you use them without concentration, without diluting them. Number two, if you are not an Essential Rewards or if you are a retail customer, and if you don't look at the convenience of a product, it's delivered to your door and an Essential Rewards. So it's just no brainer. But education, it's all about educating people. So
It's all about educating and all about sharing your experience and why you think this is better.
and also
we
believe
in the end spend so much more on a monthly basis on chemicals that are hurting us.
But it's the mindset. And like, again, I think also personal growth. It takes courage. I remember when I first started, it takes courage to get yourself out there, and I don't know, make a post on social media, make a video, show your kids. Not everybody, it's not within everyone's comfort zone. It's hard at first, but then you are like, I don't care. It's helping people. People text me, people say thank you. And you know, the truth is people will look at me, oh God, look at her that day, and then they move on. What's for dinner? It doesn't really matter, but we are more self-conscious. So it's so much about personal growth too. All right, so if there aren't any more questions, I will end. Alexandra, did you want to say anything?
No, say just goodbye. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, I can record the meeting, because I'm going to end it and then I have to click on recording. So I'm hoping it's going to be recorded. If not, then I have to learn.
I can see a recording on the top.
Yeah,
of
right
my
now. My
screen,
question is it going to keep, am I going to be able to upload it to my computer?
Oh,
That's the $1 million
okay.
question.
Okay, good night.
So thank you so much, everybody. And
Thanks so much.
I invite you to my class tomorrow, All Things CBD at 12 o'clock, and on Thursday, Oils on the Budget at 12 o'clock. And that's posted on the Noble Time in the post. All right.
All right.
Thank
Have a nice day.
Magdalena.
Thank
Bye,
you.
ladies.
Bye-bye.